Today we are going to be comparing two different freelancing platforms, Upwork and Roladel. Also, we'll discuss why Roladel is ideal for Nigerian Upwork sellers. Both of these websites has become household names and are often where people start when they are beginning to freelance. In this video, we'll go over to everything you need to know about these two platforms. We'll first go through the basics of both of these platforms, starting with Upwork. So Upwork is a freelance marketplace that is good for both beginners and expert freelancers. You can find both small, independent clients on Upwork or larger companies. Some of these big name clients Upwork has worked with include Microsoft, Airbnb, and GoDaddy. If you want to know in full details how Upwork works, I will link a video above. But basically, you set up a profile, build your portfolio, set a description for yourself, and then you can start applying to jobs. You have a set of jobs that you can apply based on the number of connections that you have, which are basically points to Upwork users. This is where the cost of Upwork comes into play. How much does Upwork cost to use? So Upwork is completely free, but there are a few paid features that you can add on your account if you want. The first of this is Connect. So like I said, Connect are points that you can use to apply for jobs on Upwork. When you first sign up, you will get 80 free Connects. Each Connect gives you the ability to apply for a job. Now, not all jobs that you apply for will be one Connect. It can really range anywhere. 1 to 6 is most common. Sometimes you will see ones that go up to 8. After you use this 80 Connects, you can buy more at $0.15 each. You can buy this in bundle, but buying more Connect does not reduce the cost of each Connect. There remains $0.15 each. Every single month, you are going to get 10 more free Connect to apply for jobs. As you start applying for jobs, you actually get more free Connects. With every interview that you get now on Upwork, an interview just means that you are getting a response from a client, and any unused Connects will roll over to the next month, and the limit of Connects rollovers is 200 per month. So it's completely possible to use Upwork without paying. I've been on this platform for over 4 years now, and I've never paid a dime for Connect. At the end of the day, the reason that Upwork Connect system was put in place to eliminate spam. In this sense, the Connect system actually is beneficial to serious freelancers who wants to be in the platform. Upwork also offered a paid membership called Freelance Plus plan. This costs $14.99 a month, and you will get 80 Connect each month. It also gives you the ability to see what other people are bidding in the jobs. It will give you a price range so you know whether you are within that range, and also allow you to hide your earning on Upwork if you choose to do so. On top of charging your Connect and their Freelance Plus plan, Upwork also take a percentage of what you earn. This percentage is going to depend on how much work you have done for each individual client. For the first $500 you will be a client, Upwork will take 20%. For the next $500 to $10, Upwork will take 10%, and once you have reached $10 with that client, Upwork will only take 5%. Upwork fees is really set up to benefit freelancers who are doing long-term contracts and being consistent with their clients, and bringing a lot of money. So that a brief overview on Upwork. But what about Roladel? Roladel is another freelancing platform that is generally advertised more for beginners. Experienced freelancers can definitely join the platform too. You don't actually have to charge $10. That is just the name of the site. You will see projects on there that are multiple, hundreds and even thousands of dollars. So how Roladel work? You create a profile and then create a gig. A gig simply means a project listing, and where you set your price of how much you want to charge. Clients can browse through this listing and purchase them almost like an online store. It's also possible to look for a client who are requesting for a job to be done and apply to them directly. If you want to see more in depth about Roladel, I will link them above as well. How much does Roladel cost to use? So unlike Upwork, which is tired system, Roladel just charge a flat 5%. That's what will be taken from your earning. So let's walk you through on the basic differences of Upwork and Roladel. The first difference is the type of contracts Upwork offers. More contract type, Roladel only has those gigs, and each gig that you post is a project you are willing to complete for a set price. For example, you can film unboxing videos, and you set a fixed price on how much one of these videos will cost. You can customize this based on the length of the video or different criteria that you have set. But ultimately, clients can be browsing this project and select that to purchase. Clients can also reach out to you if you have a custom project that they need that doesn't fit if you have your project guidelines. Upwork offers a couple of projects for fixed price projects. So they have a project catalog very similar to Roladel gigs, but they also have projects where you can set milestones. For example, if you are ghostwriting an entire book, set a milestone to be paid after each chapter is delivered. However, with Upwork, you will also get option of billing clients hourly. or billing them by a retainer price. For some type of work, it's difficult to give fixed price quotes. So working hourly or on a retainer is a good option for a lot of people doing long-time contracts. So let's talk a little bit more about a retainer pricing, because this is actually a huge pro if you're a freelancer or even if you run an agency. So when you set up a retainer project on Upwork, this means that your client is going to be charged a fixed amount every week. You can agree on the terms of that before you start. But this is a very popular structure for how agencies work. Also make a huge difference to freelancers who are looking for a stable and predictable income or are planning to go full-time with their freelancing. Depending on the type of work you do, this project may actually be your best option. For example, if you are someone that offers website maintenance, it's often hard to change a fixed price for that. An hourly price may not make sense if you're having to go in and make small changes every once in a while. A setting a retainer price, it ensures that you are available to them, but you won't necessarily have to track every single minute you are making changes. Upwork also rewards big projects and client retention. Unlike Roladel, we just charge that flat 5% fees, because Upwork reduces their fee with the amount of work you do for the client. It really shows that the company value high-paying work and large volume of work. Another really big difference between this platform is that Roladel have a project cap. Typically, Roladel is seen as small budget option, and Upwork is seen as being a little bit higher end. This is because how they set those project structures and the limits to them. So on Roladel, your projects are unlimited to the minimum of number per project, and on Upwork there is no minimum as well. Now to those new freelancers, this might seem like non-issues because that is a pretty large amount for a single project. But what you keep in mind is as building experience, and as you build relationship with clients, they may want to send you a large volume of work, or you may start taking on a larger project. For example, a full website with development or things like that. A $10,000 cap may not be enough, which makes most platform ends. There are a couple of examples that I can give for this too. Like if you're a ghostwriter and you are writing individual article, likely all of those are going to come out under $10. But if you are writing an entire book, you may find out that you need more than $10 budget. Now let's imagine we are developer. If we are making small fixes and changes, likely those are going to be a lower price fix. Or if someone wants you to develop an entire app or an entire website, an app that goes along with it, you are likely going to need much more than $10 budget. This type of larger terms or larger projects can honestly be a little bit of a hassle to set up on other platforms. Like that, you may better off going with Upwork or Roladel. Another difference that most people watching this video will likely consider is that Roladel doesn't require experience. Now you don't have to be a professional by any means to join Upwork, but your profile have to be approved. So if you are brand new to freelancing, Roladel might be a better option. Pretty much anyone can sign up and start posting gigs, and it's a really good place to start getting some basic projects to build your portfolio. Roladel does not have any sort of invasive time tracking software. So on Upwork, those hourly projects, in order to be covered with their payment protection, you have to use the Upwork desktop app to track your time, which also takes screenshots. Upwork does not have an option to enter time manually, but manual time is not granted under the payment protection with Roladel. It's those fixed price projects are paid for by the client upfront. You know you're going to get paid as long as the work is delivered. But if you're planning on only doing fixed price contract, Upwork doesn't have payment protection for that. And they have a kind of escrow system where it's a kind of the same thing. Clients will pay for the price of the project Upwork, and then it will be released to you once the project is completed. Another difference is that Upwork has the potential to kind of get costly. I guess if you're paying for extra connect and membership, but again, I've been a part of their platform for years and I've not paid anything, and I never plan of paying for anything. Even though the cost of extra connect on Upwork isn't that significant, if you're buying those, I will just make sure that's actually worth it and see whether or not you are actually landing more jobs with extra connect. Roladel on the other hand is completely free, but do keep in mind they are taking that 5% cut even from a larger project. Another difference is that Roladel helps you niche down more, at least as far as marketing this on your profile or your gig. Both platforms allow you to really freelance in anything you want. But if you want to get really specific on how you are tagging your project and yourself as a worker, Roladel has limitless options. So Upwork has 14 main categories and Roladel has more main categories. But Roladel subcategories are where you can get super specific. For example, in the design category alone, there are different subcategories. So those hyper specific subcategories make it really easy to niche down, and it makes it easy for clients to find you. Now, what is similar about these two platforms? First, we have customer service. If you search for reviews on both platforms, naturally you are going to see compliments about customer service. While they do both claim that they provide 24/7 customer service, Often this will be through chat or through email, and it may take a while to actually get your problem resolved. For both of these platforms, it's important to keep in mind that their money comes from the clients. So if you have any disputes or any problem that comes up with the project, more often or not, they are going to side with clients on both platforms. It is also extremely important to build up good reviews. This is pretty much on what your entire profile is based on, and getting yourself a good side of their arguments is going to show your profile to more people. The first challenge any freelancer faces is getting those first few projects, but once you have a few reviews under your belt, it's usually a snowball effect and it gets easier to get more work. So which platform is actually better for freelancers? This is largely going to depend on the type of work that you do and the type of projects that you are looking for. If you are looking to do small projects in a very specific niche, then Roladel is probably your choice. Or if you want to work hourly on a longer project or with bigger clients, then Upwork is probably a better option. Really, the most important thing to consider with this is how you are going to be charged if you work hourly. Or if you would just work hourly, then you really need to use Upwork. But if you are doing fixed price projects and you know what you want to charge for those projects, you have your different tiers and you have very specific project guidelines, Roladel is probably a better option for you. It also depends on how you prefer to connect with clients. If you want clients to come to you, then Roladel is probably the better option for you. And apply them as you fit. Then you should probably go to Upwork. The wonderful thing about freelancing is that there is not exclusivity. You can work for many clients as you want and on different platforms. So if you are just getting started to freelancing, it's probably best to sign up for a couple of different platforms and see which one works best for you. Roladel is a lot easier to get started on. I would recommend starting with that. And then once you have your Roladel portfolio built out and you have your gig set up, you can go ahead and start signing up with Upwork. You can start by using those free connect that they give you when you make an account and see if you can land any job and if you can start building those reviews. The good thing about these both platforms is they're pretty low risk to get started because they don't cost anything. You just have to make an account and set up your profile. If you are just getting started, just check our description for our free guide on becoming a freelancer in 30 days. This will help you get started regardless of which platform you use. And remember to subscribe to Roladel Nigeria for more freelancing tips.